No, I gotta be quiet.
it
They're
sounds-
recording this. Is he gonna be like?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a good one. All right, it is
Hey,
August 22nd.
hey guys, we are live from the
It's gonna
Barren
be fun.
County and Glasgow Soccer Complex here tonight as we take on a double-header for varsity soccer. Our first here at BCHS Live, to say the least. We are very excited. Aaron Russell, joined by Jared Tunks. Jared Tunks will be taking the main commentator spot as we are about to kick off in just a few moments here from the Barren County Soccer Complex.
Just be patient with me. This will be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be great.
So, because if I was commentating, I would sound even more silly than I already do. So we're going to send it over to Jared, who at least has some background knowledge in the world of soccer. So
Yeah. All right, well, we're about to start off. This is going to be fun.
I have a lot of work to still do. Keep going, Jared.
All right, so as you know, it's gonna be the Trojanettes versus the Lady Falcons. So Barron's record as of right now is 2-0. We haven't lost yet, and I'm hoping to keep that streak. Our first game was against Grayson County, which we beat them in a mercy rule, which was fantastic. If you were able to go out there and watch it, it was pretty great. Monroe County is currently 2-1, and they suffered their first loss last night against Glasgow. So kickoff is about to happen. The Lady Falcons currently have kickoff. And there's the whistle. Kick back to midfield with a strong kick over to the Trojanettes. This is Elizabeth Bertram passing over to number 28, Emma Hughes. She is a freshman this year. Lady Falcons kicked it over to the Trojanettes. Pass up to Hadley Hammer, which is probably by far one of our strongest players. Straight to goalkeeper. Alright, goalkeeper's kick was up to the midfield. Caroline Stice recovered. Passing it back to Elizabeth. And kicking it back to Hadley. Ball over to Maddie Green, who got a red card 2 games ago, I believe.
Just returning back to
Yep.
the Trojanettes.
Alright, it was kicked out by the Trojanettes. Goalkeeper is going to be kicking from the 9-yard box. Kick to about midfield for the Lady Falcons. And as of right now, it's just going to be kicked around. And Maddie Green got possession. Foul on the Trojanettes.
Hadley, hey, let's pick up the tempo, please. Hey, turn and face.
The foul kick was kicked up to our defense and passed up to our forward. I believe that's Jenna Brooks.
I have a text message.
Maddie Green now has possession running up the right side of the field. Kicked up to number 4, that's Laney Smith, I believe. With a cross, unsuccessful.
Elizabeth, take to her.
Ball kicked out by the Lady Falcons. It is going to be a corner kick for the Trojanettes. Hadley Hammer's taking the kick. Ladies and gentlemen, this weather it's looking good for the girls' game. I'm not sure how it's going to go for the guys' game. We're hoping we can get through one successful game,
We're hoping
and
we
after
can,
that,
yeah.
get to the next one. All right.
Jared will be able to have a more conversation with you in just a few moments, trying to get our score.
Hadley Hammer, strong kick through the center, hit the goalpost, bounced out. It's going to be the goalkeeper's possession. Last week's game against the Glasgow Scotties, we had a very strong Hadley Hammer. She scored 3 goals that were necessary to beat the Lady Scotties. It was a fantastic game if you were able to catch it. It's currently on our archived YouTube page, so you guys can go ahead check it out.
Oh, what are we doing? We need ball people.
I've got a couple over there.
You've got no one over here.
There's currently not a dispute, I wouldn't say, but there's conversation going between the coaches and the ref wanting a ball boy or ball girl to come over and, well, fetch the ball. Which I did that. I did that for a while for a couple of the varsity games back when I was in elementary and middle school. A bunch of people think that it's not that fun, but it's actually pretty fun, to be perfectly honest.
Not a glamorous.
Here we go. We got one of our middle school players who is extremely strong, and I actually believe she's on the JV team.
Oh, yes.
And so now she's with us. All right. Goalie's kick recovered by Logan Pursley and kicked up to number 15 for the Lady Falcons.
Come on, Lainey.
Settled by Logan. And Hadley Hammer has possession. Attempted goal from Hadley. It was beautiful. Lainey Smith passed it up to Hadley, but it was an unsuccessful kick.
Allie, you're good. Hey, Allie, you just run up it.
Goal kick up to Jenna at midfield, and the whistle was blown. Foul on the... Kick by number 19. That is Karen, and I'm so sorry I'm going to pronounce this last name wrong. Kijano?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Emmy Hughes has the ball. It was just kicked by number 1, Elena Collins. Alright, Hadley Hammer has possession again, running through mid. Possession for our sweeper, that's number 15, Logan Pursley.
Oh, yeah. It's fast.
Maddie Green running up the right side again. Attempted crossover, but unsuccessful. Lady Falcons goalkeeper kicking it again. Strong kick over to the left side of the field. Number 12, Elizabeth Bertram. Pass it over to Hadley Hammer, number 10.
Come on, Emma.
Offsides on the Trojanettes.
Offside. Oh, yeah, it's a big thing.
Number 19, Karen. Again, I don't know your last name, I'm sorry. She's taking the kick. Strong kick to the left side of the field. Successful settle by Elizabeth. Kicked out by number 3. That is Katie Catalan. Number 11, Connor Gross, is throwing it in. Hadley showing some amazing footwork, getting past 2 of the defensive players. Ball off on Elizabeth Bertram. No, I'm sorry guys, that was wrong. That was number 3, Katie Catlin, that was off for the Lady Trojanettes. Lainey Smith has possession in center. Just kind of kicked it off.
Mike, just be patient.
Settled by Emma and passed over to Lainey. Jenna's currently got possession, taking it up the right side. Attempted pass over to Maddie Green, unsuccessful. Lainey Smith kicking the ball in attempts to get it up to the field, but passed it over to the Lady Falcons goalie, number 74, Peyton Houchins.
All right, Jared, I'm happy to announce that we have our score ticker, or our scoreboard up on the screen.
Awesome.
So that should.
All right.
Had to
Ball being kicked past our defensive line.
had to work things around with the traditional way of soccer, counting up
Yeah.
from the 0 to 40 mark. So had to reverse our time.
Maddie Green's got possession. Passed it back to number 22. That is Erica Tolliver. Number 2, Caroline Seiss, passed it over in an attempt to get it to number 28, Emma Hughes, but it was intercepted by number 3, Katie Catlin. They're currently kicking it up in the air in hopes to pass it over to another player to get them to settle it, but it wasn't successful until Caroline Seiss did. Number 12, Elizabeth, passed it over to Hadley. Hadley with a strong kick that was blocked by another player. Emma Hughes in the 18-yard box trying to get a successful tap in, but it was kicked out by their defensive line. Connor Gross is now throwing it in. In Elizabeth's attempt to get the ball down, it got kicked off of her out of the bounds. Ball got tapped to our defensive line, and it's being just smacked back and forth between our defensive line and their forwards. Erica Tolliver with the possession, passing over to Maddie Green. It was kicked out by number 16, Chasten Wright, who's a senior for the Lady Falcons. Maddie Green threw it in with the Hadley Hammers successful settle. Hadley Hammers got it. Oh, close goal. Foul on the Trojanettes, number 28, Emma Hughes.
All right, Jared, I think we're ready. Had to haste to get this broadcast, I guess, up on the internet airwaves, but happy to say I'm settled now and I'm
Awesome.
at your service to help you color commentate, even though I have no experience in the world of soccer. And mostly I'm just going to be screaming whenever someone scores a goal. So that's about it.
Listen.
But, you need excitement. Everybody
Absolutely.
needs excitement, especially on what's turning into a very cloudy afternoon. And more than likely not going to end well for us.
Kicking to the Lady Falcons center. The ball's being just kicked around. And, Aaron, I'm happy that we've got this commentation going on because it's covering what we had for elevator music for the last game. We had to cut that out because it wasn't very family friendly. Wasn't the best, but we made it work. It's all right. All right. Kicked it back to the Trojanettes defensive line. Passing it up to Maddie Green. Hopefully she can take it up through the right. Unsuccessful pass. Caroline Seiss has it. Kicked it to Elizabeth Bertram. It's kicked out by Katie Catlin. Elizabeth has possession again. Taken up through the left. Emma Hughes has recovered this little fight between... And number 13 for Camry Williams on the Lady Falcons tripped Emma Hughes, number 28 for the Trojanettes. Hadley Hammer is going to be taking the foul kick. Unsuccessful kick. Their wall that they set up, kicked out by number 19, Karen, and then I'm just not. Madison Chris, number 24, going in for Erica Tolliver, number 22. Strong throw by Connor Gross. Thrown into the 18-yard box. Unsuccessful. Aaron is currently enjoying his dinner tonight, and kind of jealous he didn't give me anything. Aaron.
Small bite.
I'm good, bud. Thank you, man. All right, we have a corner kick. Hadley Hammer's taking it from the Trojanettes on the left side of the field.
Take up that space right there.
Strong kick. Successful recover from Maddie Green, but the ball was stolen by the Lady Falcons.
And was knocked out of bounds there, Jared.
Yep.
Looks like it's going to stay with Monroe County.
We're getting reports from several viewers that it is raining where they're at, and they're worried that we are going to get rained out as well, which I'm hoping doesn't happen, Aaron. We got 26 minutes left in this half. Hoping they can wait out about another hour.
Yeah, me too.
Alright, Lady Falcons are going to be taking a foul kick. Number 18, Mahalo Ridge. Our goalkeeper, Emily Pettigo, picked up the foul kick, and she's setting it up for a punt into the midfield, and I just felt a rain.
To rain on our parade, Jared.
Oh, man.
But it is raining on our parade right now.
Oh man, we might have to move under a table, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, under a table, under the box that they've got up here. Alright, Lainey Smith has possession, kicked it. She's got possession again because it bounced off another player. And they're all just kind of hitting it back and forth right now. Caroline Stice, number 2, tried to kick it through the center but was unsuccessful. Our defensive line, number 24, Madison, kicked it up. And Elizabeth currently has possession, trying to outrun number 4, Abby Turner. Abby is running it up the right side of the field. Number 11, Connor Gross, kicked it up. Elizabeth Bertram has possession, running up the left side. Elizabeth going for the cross. Kicked it, getting in position. She's in the 18-yard box. Unsuccessful. Peyton Houchins has recovered it, and she's going in for a punt. Punt coming up through to our defensive line. Number 15 is going to recover it. That is Logan Pursley.
Right now, folks, we're just having some sprinkles of rain right now. If it does pick up in the next few minutes, we will just take a brief pause while we move under a shelter right here. So, hopefully, the rain will stop.
All right, Madison Christ is ringing number 4, Abby Turner, trying to fight for possession of the ball past our defensive line. Emily Pettigo has received it after Abby Turner tried to attempt a goal.
And Emily Pettigo with phenomenal play these past 2 games we've noticed so far. You know, had as she quotes, you know, best game of her career last game against the Glasgow Lady Scotties.
Which she made some phenomenal plays. She's got an extremely strong leg.
Some crazy kicks.
Number 11, Connor, and then passed up to number 1, punted it down to the right of the field.
It's going to stay in bounds.
But just barely.
Just barely.
Hadley Hammer has possession, gonna run it up through the center. She's trying to get past the other players, successfully doing so. Past 3 players. That is very impressive.
Very impressive. You can just see the athleticism flowing from Hadley Hammer every time she touches the...
Absolutely, and especially when you see her playing several sports within Barren County,
oh, yeah.
You definitely see where she's just extremely talented throughout.
All around. But soccer, you can definitely tell soccer is her bread and butter.
Absolutely.
Once again, in that last game against the Lady Scotties, Barren County scored 3 goals. I think you can take a guess on who scored all 3 of those goals for you. And a goal! Wow!
She got it past 2 players, crossed it in between her own legs, and then put a strong kick right to the corner of the net.
Let's see if we can replay that right there, Jared. Look at that.
Oh, well.
Oh,
looks like we just got the...
the tail end of it right there. Whoopsies.
All right.
I think it's stopping every time they goal. They get a goal.
All right. Lady Falcons lining up again, make another attempt at goal. But
I've never ever
He
stopped
has
all.
a big umbrella in his
And I'm not
Barren
an
County
expert,
soccer.
but
We're looking across the field real quick, and they've got a couple set up, and
I see
we need to get
a big tarp over there. I thought
Bryn Martin and Natalie Gray
Come on,
have been
Lainey.
subbed in.
if anybody from Barren Outdoors is listening or watching, either one, and would like to donate some type of outdoor shelter.
Number 4, Abby is trying to get past her defensive line, but was not successful. Logan Pursley got it
BCHS
passed and
line.
up to Hadley Hammer.
Is that your service?
Natalie Gray with possession, trying to kick it over to Jenna Brooks, unsuccessful.
It's very hard to keep track of the ball.
Madison Chris picking it up, attempting to get to Bryn Martin on the left forward, unsuccessful, but went to Elizabeth Bertram, who's playing fantastic. Laney Smith currently has possession of the ball, kicked it up to Bryn, top left, foul on the Trojanettes, offsides.
Still sprinkling lightly, Jared.
Yes, sir. Number 19, Karen, she is going to take the goalie's kick at the 18-yard box. Kicks it straight into the center to Abby Turner. Let's see if she can successfully turn this around. Fighting with Jenna Brooks to get the ball. And it was passed up successfully to number 9 as Neely Brown. Hadley Hammer has possession.
You come
again.
prepared.
you all
Over
do.
the center,
I'm
pass to
really
Lady
impressed.
Smith. Number 18 for the Lady Falcons.
We want to compare ourselves to
Pass to our defensive
ESPN.
line. Emily Pettigo,
No.
a strong kick going out of her safety zone area.
Well, I can
Obviously.
tell you, bowling, my daughter was
And,
just graduated.
got it all the way
bowling.
up to Jenna Brooks.
I never got to video. They never videoed
believe
any
she's
of
our
their
midfielder.
stuff. Like we
You know,
could see.
Spencer Steenberg.
Actually, today the
football team. I think I just found our next one, and her name's Emily.
Absolutely.
today the
You see the strength behind every kick.
I believe today the attorney, the person
In a good
on
way, it's
education for
terrifying.
Kentucky.
You see-
I don't know his actual name, but the guy who just got elected for education controller or whatever, as they came to school today. And we thought they love BCHS
I
live.
sure did not
Yeah,
want
that's
to go
good.
So, and he said he wants to have it all across the school, all across the Kentucky, but starting, of course, with ours being
with the
home.
offsides rule, which I understand why it's there, but at the same time, it's kind of bad for it that it's
Also, he
our
said
team
these,
is ready,
BCHS
we're
is
willing,
one of the
and
most
we are
advanced.
pushing ourselves
Yeah,
to get
that's
past their
great.
defensive line, even before they've recovered from their latest play, and we get fouled for it. I understand why it's there. It makes it fair for both teams, but kind of sucks sometimes. But it's all right.
Still,
Follows up with Jenna Brooks, passed out to Lane Smith in the center. Number 19, pass it over to their goalkeeper who kicked it out from the box. Elizabeth Bertram now
I
has
did an
possession.
awful job by following the
Jared,
ball
as
too
we
closely.
discussed and argued about at the last event,
Hadley Hammer
as
has
an
possession to the center.
Come on, Lane. Oh,
got away.
She's
come
got
on,
it.
Hadley.
Oh.
Oh.
And one last attempt to get it to a teammate.
I'm definitely not the best at studying this.
But Jared, as you know, we argued about it.
I'm
As an
definitely
American
not
football
good at
lover,
this.
I truly don't understand.
I zoomed in
the
too
Did you
offside
do it the other
penalty.
day?
No, Jared.
I guess the
Oh,
original
'cause it was
football
good.
soccer.
I'm trying my hardest. I keep losing the ball, and then
It's hard.
and then sometimes it zooms in on the ball, just the ball.
PK penalty
Ah,
kick.
gotcha.
So like,
Are they looking
They
at it
tripped
down
Hadley
there?
Hammer,
Yeah.
so, and it was inside the 18-yard box, so she has a free kick without any defensive
All right,
line.
come on,
She's trying to
Hadley.
goalie.
True test of
You know she's gonna do it.
Absolutely.
Oh my.
Unsuccessful.
She-
Right off the right.
What?
Just offside.
Whoa.
just like when
What?
Peyton Houchins going in for the kick
She's having an off night.
in the 18-yard box. 9-yard box, sorry. Strong kick to our forward center. Deflected off, and Peyton for the Lady Falcons. Sorry, Abby for the Lady Falcons. Got it. We have Coach Cunningham right here. How are you, Coach?
And he brought an umbrella.
He brought
is
an
our-
umbrella. Smart man.
Yeah, there we go.
Hadley Hammer taking another foul kick out to the right mid.
Come on.
Successful kick. That is a very strong.
Oh, that's the ball. I was following someone else with the ball.
Goal box, but Peyton Hutchins bounced it off.
I need sleep.
Alright, come on. We're doing it
It's going to be another corner kick for the far right corner. Hadley Hammer's taking this kick as well. We'll see what kind of cross we'll get from it. Alright, she's going in for the kick. Solid ball, right into the center. Maddie Green attempted to settle it, but it was unsuccessful. Bryn Martin passed it over to Laney Smith. Laney Smith over to Elizabeth Bertram. To Maddie Green. And Laney Smith and number 1 fighting for it. Alright, ball's past our defensive line. Trying to recover. Ball to Emily Pettigo. And Pettigo's going to kick it. Strong pass over to Madison Chris with the 24, who's recovered it on our right defense. She's about to pass it up.
Slows the pace down to this one.
Yeah. Which can be a good thing, gets your team under control, but at the same time it can be a bad thing because it gets the other team under control.
Go, Had.
Solid
Come
kick
on.
up to our forward, Hadley Hammer. She's taking it through the center. Fought with another player.
Come on. Who's
Passed over
that?
to Jen
Jenna?
Brooks. Jen
Jenna
Brooks.
or
Good shot.
Oh.
Unsuccessful
Jenna.
blocked by defense.
Yeah.
It is another corner kick because it was hit by their defensive line and then out of the field.
Number 10 from the earth, pretty sure is put on this one, keeping it tight in the deep.
Trying to get a breeze though.
Absolutely. We got Hadley Hammer.
Starting to get a breeze though.
Yeah.
Taking the
And we
next
don't smell trash.
corner
so
kick.
that's a plus.
Jen must be looking at.
It's got to be, man. Well, I guess we say that, but I don't know if it's luck with Hadley because she's shown pure skill. Solid kick into the center. Bounced off their defensive player. Out of bounds again. Hadley Hammer with another attempt at the corner kick.
Come on, Laney. Oh.
Solid kick into the center. Looking off under forward and Perkins fighting with their defensive line trying to get it. I believe Jen Brooks now has the ball, fighting for it. And Peyton Houchins, their goalkeeper, has retreated and is now punting the ball out.
High kick.
Successful settle by Maddie Green up to Elizabeth Bertram. Gonna run it up through the center while it's still opening. Ball kick from number 19 on the Lady Falcons. Kicked it right into Elizabeth Bertram, bounced off. And the Lady Trojanettes were, or sorry, excuse me, the Trojanettes. I keep saying Lady Trojanettes, it's just Trojanettes. I said that all through basketball season too.
Yes.
Regardless, foul on the Trojanettes. Number 19, that is Karen Kijano. I'm sorry, that's just, I'm going to pronounce it. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Taking the kick. Settled by Abby Turner, number 4 for the Lady Falcons. They're forward, passing it up. Got hit by Monroe, knocking it back up to number 12 Elizabeth Bertram. Elizabeth Bertram trying to walk her way through the front, the forwards, excuse me, and unsuccessful. Playing some amazing footwork, getting past the forward, but was stopped short by the midfield. Number 19, Maddie Green has it now. Pushing it back up through the center, deflected off over to number 24, Madison Christ. Attempted kick up the right side of the field, but just went out of bounds. Don't think it hit your car. It's a bit back on that one. Alright, foul for the Trojanettes.
Thought some of those field goals over in Casey County might hit my car too.
Yeah, that one was a very real possibility.
That was really close. I watched one.
Alright, solid kick up. Number 22, Eric Tolliver settled it, passed it to number 10, Hadley Hammer. Maddie Green now has possession, going right to the center. Passes up to Lane Smith, number 4. Who's forward right now, running through. Made a pass to Bryn Martin, but it was offside. Very amazing playing so far. We've had players in the right spots. Their defensive line is just a little bit back, so we didn't have a successful pass.
Still don't understand the offsides coming in here.
It's all right, Aaron.
Sport of soccer. You'll have to explain it to me once again after the.
It'll be all right. Number 19, Karen, making the kick in the 18-yard box. Kick to the left side, looks like Settles passes it up. Intercepted by number 1, Elena Collins for the Lady Falcons. Connor Gross has possession, kicks it up at the hammer. Laney Smith is currently fighting with a couple of their midfielders to get possession. Unsuccessful, kicked all the way past our defensive line. They're all fighting for it. Connor Gross passes it over to Emily Pettigo, so Emily Pettigo can take a shot. Hits it to the midfield for the Lady Falcons. Pass and it gets knocked up past our defensive line. Out of bounds. That was a mouthful. Try saying that 3 times fast.
You're doing great so far, Jay.
I see a couple of our Trojans. They're out over there in the corner getting ready for their game at 7 o'clock. I'm not sure how that's going to go, though.
I'm not sure if we'll be able to stick around for that.
Ball was kicked in from their number 0 from the left side, crossed over, unsuccessful. However, our defensive line was able to kick it out of bounds so that our team can recover. Number 15 and number 2, Stice and Logan Pursley, coming in for 2 of the players, Hadley Hammer and Maddie Green. Give them a bit of a break. They've been playing very well so far. Everyone's lining up. We got, oh, excuse me, no, Maddie Green did not go out. She was just going for the free throw, excuse me.
We have those in?
Yes, we do. Laney Smith passes it up to Elizabeth Bertram. Unsuccessful, number 1 kicks it out. Recovered over to Bryn Martin, who got it past the defensive line, but was unsuccessful by their sweeper who took it out. Laney Smith currently has possession of the ball, running through the left side of the field. Attempted kicking, knocked it off, number 1 out of bounds. That's Trojan at possession. And I'm getting kind of scared of this rain cloud that's coming in.
Yeah. Well, at least we know what the first crack of lightning is. We'll be out of here.
Yeah. All right, ball was thrown in. Bit of a hard hit. All right, ball's kind of bouncing around. Number 19 for the Lady Falcons, Karen, managed to settle it in their favor. Pass it over to their sweeper who took it out. Number 4, Abby Turner, running it through center. Trying to fight with our defensive line. Strong kick up through up Emily Pettigo. She's got possession of the ball, is about to kick it. With a strong kick, making it to midfield. All right, Jenna Brooks, attempted settle. The ball is passed to the Lady Falcons midfield, which has been sent back to our midfield. Excuse me, defensive line. Ball thrown in by the Trojanettes up to number 2, Caroline Stice, who is currently playing as our forward, as they rotated throughout the field positions with a settle, passing it over to number 13, Jenna Brooks, and it just rolled out of bounds though. Someone's car alarm is going off, and I don't know what to do. Lady Falcons throwing the ball in. Unsuccessful settle. Ball went out of bounds. No, my car alarm is much more annoying. Maddie Green attempted settle, bounced off of her. Excuse me. The foul is on the Lady Falcons. Maddie Green does have possession of the ball as she will be taking the kick. Made the kick, bounced off Jenna Brooks' head. Caught by Peyton Houchins, the goalkeeper for the Lady Falcons. With a strong punt up to forward right. And Maddie Green has possession, kicking it up to Laney Smith, number 4. She's going to try to carry it to the forward.
Wow.
Attempted goal.
Whoa!
Fantastic.
Let's look at that one more time,
With a
folks.
very strong kick.
That was
phenomenal.
amazing. I don't even understand what just happened, but that was great.
Quincy, you did good.
Why am I stopping the clock every time somebody scores?
All right, ball's being sent
Stopping
back
the play
so
on.
that they can start the next rotation off.
Kick right there. Dude.
That-
Let's play that replay one more time.
That was fantastic.
Look at that. We just see the kick come right in. Had some distance.
All right.
That was powerful.
Abby Turner just going ahead and kicking it all the way to our defensive line. We got Erica Tolliver settling the ball
Oh,
and was
Oh,
kicked
here comes the
out.
rain.
Can't see.
saved it with the right foot.
By number 3, Katie Cameron.
Trying to save it with the right foot, knocked out with the
We've
left.
got Emma Hughes and Hadley Hammer coming in. Bryn Martin is coming out, and so is Jenna Brooks. We've had some amazing plays this game. All right. throw in from number 3, Catlin. And now number 1 is going to take the throw in, Elena Collins. She's throwing the ball in. And number 0, Hadley Hammer will get possession, knock it back, fight for possession, and was unsuccessful. Logan Pursley did get a nice kick in there. Citizen to our forward right, I believe that's now. Tripped by number 22. That is Tanya Catherine. That's going to be a foul for the Lady Falcons, and allows us to get our foul kick.
There, well, we got the time. Look at that replay one more time. Look at that.
Let's look at that for the 3rd time. All right.
Look at that. That's got some distance. Right? All right.
Kicks being made. Foul ball. We got number 11 coming in. That's Connor Gross coming in for Natalie Gray, number 6.
There.
Sir.
Keeps getting darker.
It keeps getting.
And it's not because of the sun.
that was Monday.
Yeah.
All right. Foul kick made up, and Hadley Hammer currently has possession, trying to get past the defensive line. Got it kicked up to Laney Smith with an attempted kick. Was very close, but it hit the crossbar, bounced off. There. Got my fingers crossed and knocking on wood. All right. It hasn't rained.
I'm feeling it.
You can hear the crickets starting to chirp, but I'm not liking that.
They're telling us it's going to rain here.
They're telling us it's going to rain as I get a rain drop.
Yeah, but I'm feeling more and more rain.
All right, Houchins, a strong kick through the center. Number 10, Hadley Hammer, settles it. Kicks it up to Laney Smith. Hadley Hammer with a strong kick. Went out of bounds. And with that, Aaron, I think we need to take a super quick break so we can get this table underneath.
All right, folks, we'll
be
may
right
not be
back.
back from halftime, so we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back here on this one.
Connecting with old friends and remembering the days of being back in high school can be an amazing experience, and that's what the Barren County Alumni Association is all about. With the annual recognition of the Barren County Hall of Honor program, monthly reminders, and a yearly magazine, the Barren County Alumni Association specializes in connecting past classmates while informing the past alumni of Barren County High of current events going on at BCHS. Go online to barrenschools.com to join today.
Thank you.
Good, Quincy.
The Barren County High School Band, a prestigious program to say the least, with over 7 major competition wins just last season, and only the marching band. By the time you add in awards and recognitions for both the indoor drumline and concert band, plus the pep band, BCHS Band can say that they are bigger and better than ever before. Even better in the words of Don McLean, the marching band refused to yield.
Right.
So to recognize that hard work and dedication the BCHS band and all of its members put forward to keep their program great and keep getting better, that is why they have been chosen for the August Club Spotlight.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto, everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
We're back.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. I know you heard all of that painful wheezing as us trying to just get the simple table through. Giant thanks to the new athletic director, Warren Cunningham, for helping us move this table underneath while all this is happening.
He is strong and in shape, unlike myself.
Unlike us.
Nah, Jared's in shape. He just doesn't like goodness.
All right, number 18, Lady Falcons throwing it in. A little bit of fighting between midfield. Number 24, Madison Chris settled it. and Connor Gross is currently fighting with the other players. Number 15 trying to get it. You see some strong footwork there. Number 22 trying to recover it, but was unsuccessful. That is Connor Gross currently has possession. Passed it up, and it is an offsides on the Trojanettes.
Jared, I'm going to post a picture of where we're having to sit due to the rain on our Twitter, so I hope everyone goes and checks out our Twitter and Instagram and shows how dedicated we are.
Oh, man.
As long as it stays dry as I'm here,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right.
we should be okay.
A solid foul kick for the Lady Falcons up to past our defensive line.
Doo-doo.
Kicks it over to Pettigo. Emily Pettigo kicks it over here to the midfield. All right. Just kind of overheard Mr. Cunningham saying this
All the way over
hopefully
the
pass
top.
over us. That's what I'm hoping. And Aaron Reed did that.
Mick,
Nick
you're underneath this thing.
True.
Down to
For now.
From here to there.
All right. Maddie Green with the free throw. Passing in.
If you want me to get the
Hammer
backpack?
with possession. Kicks it over to Lenny Smith.
Okay,
Lenny Smith kicks it up to the center with attempts to pick it up. Hazelhammer gets possession, kicks it in, but their defensive line managed to cover it. Hazelhammer had a very successful slide kick, but it was bounced off. You did.
Okay.
You had me crawling there for an Amazon box and you had already brought over. Alright, Lenny Smith has possession of the ball, kicking it up to our midfield. Unsuccessful, however. Number 15, Bridget Biggerstaff, that's a local, is settling it and kicked it out. Alright. So, foul. Hadley-Hammer currently has possession with the strong kick, went right out of bounds though. Hadley-Hammer will be taking a corner kick as the ball will bounce off another player. Pass it over the box. Strong kick to the center, and it was a handball on
The goalie kicked.
Emma
The ref
Hughes.
kicked it.
Huh?
The ref just kicked it.
Bad boots kick, hit her in the hand, and she's finished right up. And ambulance is going out. But it was a handball nonetheless. Number 19, Karen is taking a foul shot.
Oh, that breeze is nice.
Fighting for position,
Yeah.
so the Lance on the floor.
Hit.
In the box with an unsuccessful hit, using her left foot. I believe she's right foot down. It was her left foot and shot off to the right side of the ball. Alright, now that it's raining, we're out of the way. All I'm hoping is
Yeah, then we go into a 30-minute rain delay.
possession, strong kick, just barely missed the goal off the left side.
10-minute half.
Hey, Coach County, I'm going to do one more helping the ball. You stay proud. What a dedication. All right.
It is clear. Halftime, ladies and gentlemen, with the current score of 2-0, Trojanettes have the lead.
I'll take a break.
Thank you for sticking with us this far. It's been kind of an odd broadcast.
Yes.
You know,
Yes, I will say there it is probably the honest broadcast we've had so far. We'll be right back here at BCHS live on YouTube tonight.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's three major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting Boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHSBooster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today.
Good morning. No, that's 220. Good morning. No, that's 2 extra. Good.
Sorry, everyone. Please excuse Aaron while he prepares to tell the latest BCHS news live on the air.
Hello, Barren.
Yes, you heard right. You can hear the latest news and announcements and up-to-date music live on the air 24/7 on 88.7 FM Trojan Radio or online at barrenschools.com.
Hello, Barren County. You can hear the latest going on here at BCHS on 8 FM every morning at 7:15 and every afternoon at 3 p.m.
Thanks, Aaron, but I think I had that one covered.
They were so muddy.
And
They,
we're back.
you know,
All
they're
right,
fun.
ladies and gentlemen. This has been an odd one, but so far you've had not really any conflict that we saw in the last game.
Oh, yeah.
We saw a lot of conflict. We had to cut out the audio due to some of that conflict, but it's all right. We've seen some good calls with the refs. We've seen, for the most part, we've seen good sportsmanship. There hasn't been any kind of large arguments that have gone on the field that have prolonged any kind of gameplay so far.
Yeah.
We've got both teams meeting up, trying to avoid the rain, and I think we're doing the best job of that right now, of getting out of the rain. I want to give a quick thanks to Quincy. He's the one who's up on the camera right above us.
Quincy's our cameraman for the night.
And want to give a quick sorry that we weren't able to get this off to other social media. We were having some technical difficulties, and we wanted to make sure we could at least get it to YouTube. That was our main one.
That's our bread and butter, so we just want to make sure to get it onto our most famous one. So we got it onto YouTube. Hopefully we'll be able to cover both games tonight. I don't know if this rain keeps up. You know, it should be okay, but you know, we can keep up with the rain. As soon as we see a lightning strike, though, it's you got to call the hogs basically.
I was watching the radar map before the game started, and I saw that this was coming in, so it looks like it's going to be relatively quick. So once this stops, it should be it. Again, really hoping that we don't have any
Just
kind
hoping it doesn't
thunder.
stop, you know, at 12 o'clock tonight. So right now, it's been a good game.
It has been a fantastic game. We've seen some really strong plays on both sides. You've seen fantastic goal from Hadley Hammer and Lena Smith, both of which were phenomenal. You had Hadley Hammer. She went through 3 or 4 players and then made a solid strike right into the corner of the net. Beautiful. You saw Laney Smith. She was able to get into a area, make a strong kick, went right into the net. Basically, no kind of conflict in there. You didn't have anyone challenging her on that one. They didn't really expect. We didn't. We especially didn't expect.
If you look at the replay,
We've kept this one safe. There wasn't really anyone there. Yeah, they were kind of standing there, but a solid kick went through. Goalie didn't even know what was happening by the time the ball went through the net. And you know, those are always some of the really cool shots that you get when they don't even know what it's like. So right now it's a pretty solid downpour with about 5 minutes left to go in that, halftime. So you know, I think we're going to send you over to the commercials again, and we'll join you right before it's about to start. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
we'll be right back here on BC Live.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Connecting with old friends and remembering the days of being back in high school can be an amazing experience, and that's what the Barren County Alumni Association is all about. With the annual recognition of the Barren County Hall program, monthly reminders, and a yearly magazine, the Barren County Alumni Association specializes in connecting past classmates while informing the past alumni of Barren County High of current events going on at BCHS. Go online to barrenschools.com to join today.
The Barren County High School Band, a prestigious program to say the least, with over 7 major competition wins just last season in only the marching band. By the time you add in awards and recognitions for both the indoor drumline and concert band, plus the pep band, BCHS Band can say that they are bigger and better than ever before. Even better, in the words of Don McLean, the marching band refused to yield. So to recognize that hard work and dedication the BCHS Band and all of its members put forward to keep their program great and keep getting better, that is why they have been chosen for the August Club Spotlight.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto, everything BCHS, anywhere you want it. Alright, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We have a minute and 15 seconds before this next half starts. We got everyone lining up in their positions, and looked at the radar map during the break, and it looks like the blunt of it has hit us, and after this it's just going to be light showers. Everything that looks like thunder and lightning is south of us down in Tennessee, so that's been your weather coverage for today. I'm meteorologist Jared Tunks. Alright.
Thanks again to WKO's 24-hour radar screen for helping us out on that one. And for those just joining us, it's been a wet one right here so far. And so we're about to join for the second half of this matchup. Well, let's get you back to the main camera so I have to look at my ugly face. There we go.
Alright, Laney Smith currently has the ball, waiting for the whistle to be blown, and there's the whistle. Kicks it back to Hadley Hammer. Taking a strong up the front, number 13, Jenna Brooks, and she's going to attempt a pass to Maddie Green, number 19, far right. Unsuccessful pass. Maddie Green gets the free throw off the side, settled by Hadley Hammer, who passes it over to back to Maddie Green on the far right side, with an attempted cross over to Jenna Brooks, but the ball rolled out, and Peyton Houchins currently has possession of the ball as a goalkeeper. Alright, she's taking the kick. Rolls across the grass as Jenna Brooks fights with Lady Falcon for possession. The ball gets knocked over to Hadley Hammer. Hadley Hammer has possession, passes it over to Maddie Green. Maddie Green's going to run it down the field and then attempt to pass, cross it over. Kicks it over to Hadley Hammer, who kicks it right back past the defense. Maddie Green gets possession, crosses it over. And successful fight. Score made by Laney Smith. Can we get a replay on that, or is it?
Let's hope so.
Yep.
Great kick
yes.
right in. Great
you see where the fighting was in there. Alright, ball being brought up to start the next rotation.
Current score 3-0.
Alright, number 4, Abby Turner, has possession, kicks it over to double zeros, who passes it back to the midfield and gets a solid strike all the way up to our defensive line. Connor Gross kicks it back up, attempting to get it up to the front, but is recovered by Lady Falcon. Trojanette Emma Hughes passes it over to Hadley Hammer, taking it through the center. And attempts to fight for it. Don't know if she was tripped or if she just fell, but she fell down. Peyton Houchin kicks it back up to midfield. Connor Gross settles it and tries to get it up to our midfield. Caroline Stice kicks it up to our forwards. Hadley Hammer tried fighting for it, but was unsuccessful as it was kicked over to their forward line. Maddie Green has possession, passes it over to Jenna. Jenna's got possession of the ball, and was kicked back to Hadley Hammer. Laney Smith passes it up to Emma Hughes, but that is offsides.
There you go.
We had Coach Mercer for the Trojans standing behind us for a bit, trying to get out of the rain. I understand.
Yeah, now he's moved off and shocked us a little bit.
Yeah.
Whenever we turned back around to see he's gone.
All right. Currently being fought between their forwards and our defensive line. Connor Gross is fighting with number 3. That is Katie Catlin on the right side. It was knocked out. All right. We had to reposition the mic, so if it sounds a little different, that's why. All right. We have the ball. All right. Settled. Or attempted settle by Caroline Stice, unsuccessful. There was a foul on the Lady Falcons.
And Jared, you have experience playing on a soccer field, unlike me. So,
ball was kicked up. Hadley Hammer has possession, running through the center. Had to fight through a couple players, and is still managing to do so pretty successfully until it was knocked over. With the attempted settle of the Lady Falcons kick through the defensive line. You see a little bit of conflict there, but thankfully there was no actual fighting. A lot of times you can see that erupt on a field very spontaneously, and we're hoping that doesn't happen this game, because so far it's been a very clear game. Maddie Green takes a foul kick. Jenna Brooks settles, passes it over to Hadley Hammer, who passes it to Laney Smith. Hadley Hammer kicks past their defensive line. Peyton Houchin attempts to get it, but there is still fighting. The goal is currently left open as Peyton Houchin attempted to get the ball, but was unsuccessful. She's now returned to her spot, and Hadley Hammer has possession in the forward position. Maddie Green has it on the far right. Passed over to Hadley with a kick back to Maddie Green, who attempted to cross it, but I believe the field conditions have gotten the ball wet, so we don't have as much traction as you'd normally have. It usually would have been a pretty successful hit right there, but it rolled right off because it's very wet right now.
And Jared, I was going to say, you have experience on playing soccer, and so I figure you had to play in at least one or more rain games.
Yeah.
What's it like playing on the field with these conditions?
So it's very different because generally, whenever you go to practice, a lot of times if there's a big storm going to come through, they're not even going to try because you're typically not allowed. Oh, hold on, we have a Hadley Hammer taking the corner kick into center, unsuccessful. So a lot of times during practices, it's clear weather because if there's a big storm come in, you don't want to start going on because if thunder does happen and you came all the way out there for nothing, you can't practice anymore. So generally what we'll do is you practice during clear skies or whatever the case may be where there isn't rain, so you're not used to having this other distraction with you. So it's very different for the players because you're practicing with a ball that's got its normal traction on it. It's not wet with anything. It's just a soccer ball. Hadley Hammer fighting. Oh,
wow.
There was some conflict. Elbow to the face.
That was a contact right there. Let's show that replay.
As
you can see right here, comes up elbow.
It was a very dirty play.
Ooh, very dirty right there. There should definitely be a penalty marker down. I don't know soccer, but there would be flags all over the place if that would happen on an American football field.
So there was a foul, obviously, because you can see that she was, regardless if she was elbowed or not, she was pushed down.
Yes.
You can see her kind of touching her forehead and nose. I would be grabbing my face if I got elbowed in the face.
Mm-hmm.
you got the strength and determination from these girls that they're just going to keep on going through. You see her here taking the foul kick. Peyton Houchin recovers. Anyway, so you've got the rain that it's another factor that you have to deal with that you're not generally used to. Solid kick to our defensive line, number 15, Logan Pursley. Made a good hit out to Connor Gross. That way she can recover it without any kind of conflict. Number 3, Katie Catlin knocked it out for the Lady Falcons. Connor passed it in up to number 12, Elizabeth Bertram. It is currently being disputed up there. Alright, ball was kicked out by the Lady Falcons. So you've got this unknown factor that you're not generally dealing with. You've got to handle the ball differently. You've got rain. It could go into your eyes. Now, obviously, that's not as big of a problem, but it could be for some, where your eyesight's a little different than what it normally would be in clear skies. So it is different. The grass, obviously, everything feels different. So you're playing in a very unusual terrain from what you're normally used to.
And most of the time you're not used to. You haven't practiced in these conditions.
Absolutely.
So.
Hadley Hammer with the ball, trying to get it past. Was doing very well, but it was knocked by their sweeper out. Caroline Stice knocked it up in an attempt to settle. Erica Tolliver currently has the ball, got it past their forwards, but was unsuccessful as their midfield got possession of it. Number 12, Elizabeth Bertram, currently taking it through the far left side. You see number 28, that's Madison, fall. Attempted slide tackle, unsuccessful. It's going to be a foul on the Trojanettes because of that unsuccessful slide tackle. That's one of the risks you take whenever you're doing that, but the payoff is generally a very good one. So yeah, no, it's a very different system that you're having to deal with. And when you can still see players play fantastic, even in these conditions, it's just something else.
It's another showcase of true athleticism and being able to transition and convert their skills.
Jenna Brooks with the attempted settle. Their midfield, got possession of it, tried knocking it up to their forwards, unsuccessful, but the ball was eventually kicked past our defensive line.
Open field from Monroe County. That one's going to be up high and off to the left.
Thankfully, it was not a goal, but they had a good chance to, but we had a sacrifice from number 15. She did a hard slide tackle. You can see her trying to kind of smack off the leg from the grasp that she probably just received. Those are not pleasant, ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever had. Not fun. But we currently have a corner kick, I believe, for the Lady Falcons. Yes, that is confirmed. A corner kick for the Lady Falcons. Taking it on the left side of the field, going to attempt to get it into the goal. Whenever I was younger, I grew up in Wisconsin. A successful hit into the middle, but it was recovered by our defense. Kicking it up, Maddie Green, up to Lainey Smith. Is going to fight with number 1, Elena Collins, for possession of the ball. Gets kicked up. Jenna Brooks has possession. And they will be fighting for it as she attempts to hit it up to Maddie Green, unsuccessful. Number 16 blocks the ball. Number 16 kicks it out. Number 16, that is Chasten Wright, a senior for the Lady Falcons.
Thanks to the ball girl, that would have came right at me.
Yeah. Throw in and unsuccessful. Erica Tolliver is currently trying to get it over to Lainey Smith in the center. And it is currently just being kicked up in the air repeatedly as it rolls out due to the Lady Falcons. Erica Tolliver throwing in number 22. Thank you, Aaron. Ball being disputed, and it rolls out. Maddie Green is currently going to be throwing in for the Trojanettes. Anyway, so I grew up in Wisconsin for a few years when I first started playing soccer, and there was a game in the snow. That's a weird one. That's truly weird.
I would say so.
I say as I played so many games in Wisconsin. Now, as I moved away when I was 5, but played a couple games in the snow. That was weird. All right. We've got the goalkeeper, Peyton Houchins, who's going to be kicking it from the 9-yard box. Number 24, Madison Christ, coming in for Eric Tolliver, number 22. For defensive left. Excuse me, defensive right. All right, ball being disputed between Emma Hughes forward and their defensive line. Caroline Stice, midfield, currently has the ball. Kicks it unsuccessful as Abby Turner for the Lady Falcons gets it and kicks it past our defensive line. Logan Pursley trying to settle the ball. Successfully does. Passes it up to Jenna Brooks, who's our forward right now. Hadley Hammer has possession of the ball. Got it passed, got it up to Maddie Green, who's going to run it down the right side of the field through the center with a successful hit. However, Peyton Houchins was able to retrieve the ball. Now is about to punt it. Punt out to the far right, over to the mid, to number 2. We do Avery Brown. Ball's being passed around in midfield. Caroline Stice and number 9, Neely Bunn, fought for possession, but it was just kicked up in the air. Logan Pursley settled it and kicked it over to number 12, Elizabeth Bertram. Alright, number 11, Connor Gross, is going to be throwing it in. Successful throw. Up to our forward, number 28, Emma Hughes. Ball's kicked up, Emma Hughes settle, and a cross at the same time. And was unsuccessful as the ball goes out. That's going to be a goalkeeper's shot from the 9-yard.
Oh, wow.
Well, Aaron, you know, I said the blunt of it was over. Well, I look over to my left and it's just dark. Man.
It sure does not look any better.
It sure does not look any better. I should not have been a meteorologist. All right, Peyton Houchins kicks it up. Number 13, Jenna Brooks, settles it. Kicks it over to Lainey Smith, who attempts to send it back to Jenna, but was unsuccessful. Madison Chris, number 24, attempted a kick. Again, on these wet conditions, you see the ball was very unsuccessful.
Ball kick there.
15, our sweeper,
wow.
Is trying to fight and
Great
did so
speed.
very well, even though their player grabbed onto her. All right. Hadley Hammer passes up. Lainey Smith currently has possession of the ball. Kicks it up to Jenna Brooks, number 13, on the far right. Let's see. Offsides. So close.
Still don't understand that, Jared.
So the ball is kicked, and it goes past their defensive line, right? Every single one of their
defensive line?
Their defensive line is going to be your right and left wing defensive players, and you're either going to have a sweeper or central defense. And oh no!
Oh no! Here it goes!
Oh man!
Oh no!
Oh, just barely. All right. Sorry, ball just came rolling up to us. You're doing great. Thank you very much for everything you do.
She does not want to be doing this. You can definitely. Who would?
Yeah, that's fair. All right, ball's being passed between Elizabeth and Hadley. What was I just talking about right before this? I'm so sorry.
What
folks.
the offsides penalty
Oh,
stands for, Jared.
All right, so the ball's kicked behind the defensive line. And if one of our players has possession of the ball as it's been passed past their defensive line, every single one of them, which is going to be all their defending players, and our player touches the ball, taps it, whatever the case may be, that is an offside because we passed it up and got possession of after their defensive line was too far forward. All right. Lainey Smith has possession of the ball, kicks it up to Hadley Hammer, who passes it back up to Lainey Smith in an attempt to get it towards the goal. However, it was knocked back, and number 12, Elizabeth Bertram, is fighting for it. Emma Hughes passes it up to, passes it down to Hadley Hammer with a very strong kick from the mid into the goal, far right corner.
Look at that!
Right there.
Kick.
You had an attempted block by Peyton Houchins, but it was unsuccessful.
Just powerful right there. Had to have great vision to be able to get it that far. Look at it. Had to have great vision to be able to see the field and be able to
see the field. Yes.
See how your defensive holds right there. You can see that with any sport right there.
All right, we got the Lady Falcons lining up. Pass it and kicks it up forward. However, Jenna Brooks is able to knock it back, and it's bounced off to Hadley Hammer. Currently being fought for possession of the ball. Ball kicked up to Emma Hughes, far left forward, who's running up the field. Passes it to Lainey Smith, number 4, in the center. She had a bad touch, so she had to settle it back to keep possession of. Ball's being disputed in the center. I can't see because of the ball girl, even though she's doing a fantastic job. Yeah, come on. All right. defensive line just keeps kind of kicking it back and forth. Caroline Stice passing it back to Madison Chris, who's got possession of it, being able to settle it for a little bit of time. Connor Gross has possession of the ball now, far left defense, with an attempt to kick up, but was unsuccessful as it was blocked. Their forward, Lady Falcon forward, kicked it up, but was unsuccessful as it was blocked by number, is that 15? Yes, that is Logan Pursley. Alright, Connor Gross has possession. This is going to be throw-in. This is good.
Free throw.
Very strong throw, up to the center. Attempted to bounce it off Hadley's head, and just barely missed. But the ball was kicked all the way back up to our defensive line, but rolled out of bounds. Whistle was blown so that our players can get in. Number 22, Eric Tolliver, and number 1, Cameron Williams coming in for number 28, Emma, and number 11, Connor Gross. Erica's taking Connor's position, and Cameron is taking Emma's position as forward left. Alright, we have Logan Pursley throwing the throwing the ball in all the way up to our forwards. Hadley Hammer passes it up. Number 4, Laney Smith, takes possession, tries to kick it past the goalkeeper, blocks it with her shin guard. Madison Chris gets a soft possession, knocks it up, and out of bounds to the far right. Madison Chris knocks it up, and it gets deflected off as Logan Pursley gets possession of it, settles it, and tries to find a new player to pass it off to. Solid hit into Abby Turner's face as it bounces out of bounds, so it's going to be our throw.
Oh no.
Strong throw, good good pass. Hadley Hammer, however, there was no one to receive it, but it was a very strong and very directed hit. It was very attempted settle by number 9, but it just bounced up, hit her in the face. Hadley Hammer was settled the ball, passed it over to our right forward, and it's now moving up the field. Jenna Brooks with the attempted strike, very close. However, it was not a successful hit. Alright, the goalkeeper is going to be taking a kick from the 9-yard box.
Looks right there, number 1, Cameron Williams for the Trojanettes. Taking it to the right side of the field, gives off to, that looks like Laney Smith, I can't tell from here, Hadley Hammer. Kick right back by the Monroe County Lady Falcon defense.
Alright, ball is being disputed on their defensive line and our forwards. Ball is out on the Lady Falcons. We will have Maddie Green throwing the ball in for us. That's number 19. A very solid throw up for Jenna Brooks to get possession of it. It was knocked off the goalkeeper's shin guards. Number 1, Cameron Williams, is currently fighting for the ball. Players, she did successfully so. However, the ball managed to just roll off. Alright, kick out by the Lady Falcons. We currently have number 19, Maddie Green, tossing it in again. A successful hit using her head, Cameron Williams. And the ball is up with Jenna Brooks in the far right corner of the field. Ball rolled out, so it's going to be a goalkeeper's kick off the 9-yard box. And another text for Aaron Russell.
Oh, it's my Mima.
No, it's your Mima. It's Helen, right?
Yes.
I love her. She is so nice. Alright, successful kick up, well, no, unsuccessful for them, but good for us, as Hadley Hammer got possession, kicked the ball up to Laney Smith. Jenna Brooks currently fighting with their defensive line, knocks it over to number 19, Maddie Green, who made a strike, but the goalkeeper just barely managed to get it. He's going to be making another punt.
That is a cold breeze.
It's actually pretty refreshing.
It is. I felt that.
Number 15, our sweepers come up, took possession of the ball up to midfield.
Got a breakaway there.
Actually, I believe she
And
was trying.
she got it. Wow. Great use of speed.
Solid kick. That was really good.
Wow. Just takes it right to the bottom corner there.
I've got a post right in the way of the goal, so I have to move my head to see it. So I just missed that hit.
It was a beautiful one, Jared. I will say that.
All right, the score is currently 5-0. The Trojanettes are leading.
So,
All right, the Lady Falcons getting ready for another hit-off. 17 minutes and 20 seconds left in the half. And the rest of the game.
Yeah.
All right, ball was kicked up unsuccessfully. Number 12, Elizabeth Bertram, and number 3, Katie Catlin, currently fighting for possession of the ball. Number 25, that is, I believe she's a sophomore this year.
Gentry?
Yes.
She's just a freshman.
Oh, she's a freshman. Go her. All right, she came in for the game. All right.
Checked in for Lainey Smith on that. Just saw Lainey check in on the sideline. So.
Erica Oliver threw the ball up forward left. We've got Cameron Williams assisting with a kick up to Hadley Hammer. Hadley Hammer fighting it off with some of the defensive players. Pass it over to our right forwards. Kick back over to Hadley Hammer on the left side, who attempted to settle, but it was a strong ball and a sudden collision in the field, knocking both of them down. The whistle has been blown in favor for the Lady Falcons. So fouls on the Trojanettes. Solid kick by Karen Kijano to our midfield. Pass down to number 15, Logan Pursley. Kicks it over number 22, Eric Tolliver, who knocks it up to our midfield. Passing it up to Hadley Hammer, and then over to Gentry. Kick up through the middle and attempts to get Hadley Hammer into the 18-yard box, but was retrieved by Peyton Houchins.
And Jared, I think this is a good thing. Our view's slightly obstructed now because we have a slew of Trojanettes about ready to be subbed in this to finish out this contest right here.
Yes, and they're strong players. I've seen during the practices. I've heard very good things about them, so I'm excited to see how they do on the field tonight.
Very excited to see them come in, and I think just like with any sport, whenever you see the
Hadley Hammer moving through the center with the attempted strike, but was unsuccessful, went over the goal. All right.
When you see
all right,
your bench clear.
Number 27, 29, 11, and 3, all coming in.
Kaylee Staples.
Just off the top of my head, I saw Madeline Geary, Kaylee Staples, number 11, that's Connor Gross coming back in. There's another, and I missed on. I apologize for that.
You missed a couple of them right there, but I will say once you see the bench start to clear out, and you see a lot of guys coming in,
and
you know
Savannah Green came in, and she's a sophomore. I'm sorry, I caught that one.
We know with most sports what that means. It's ready to call the pause on this one. Sounds like the Trojanettes are going to get a very sound victory over the
Savannah Green passes it over to number 10 Hadley Hammer on the right side of the field. There's a little bit of a conflict as the Lady Falcons sat on the ball as it rolled out of bounds, so Hadley Hammer throws it in. Savannah Green has possession, kicks it over with a solid cross, and just missed by number 25 Gentry Bowles. Went over the goal. We see some very strong playing in there. You can see the teamwork and coordination that goes on with the team. And not that I had anything to do with that, but I'm very proud for Barren County that we've got such a strong team this year.
Trojanettes in just a few short minutes will improve to 3-0 on their season.
Absolutely, and I believe
completely undefeated right now in the 15th district. Have defeated two great district rivals. The Monroe County Lady Falcons now will to that list.
Connor Gross kicks it up to Hadley Hammer. Yes,
in their previous game against the Lady Scotties of Glasgow, a first win in the regular season for the Trojanettes since 2010.
Yes,
7 years, and they have done it. Won it 3-0. They're about to win this one 5-0, if not more. just
Madeline
depends
Geary
right
with
here.
the settle.
Sounds like it's going to be a strong team and it's going to be a strong year.
Ball's up. Anything can happen there. Settle by number 24, Madison Christ. Then it's just kind of being kicked around right now. Kaylee Staples fighting for possession, being thrown. And Madison Christ, number 24, settled right before the ball went out of bounds, hitting back to our defensive player, Erica Tolliver, who knocks it up to our midfield unsuccessfully, however, as it was knocked by another. Madeline Geary just kicked the ball and attempt to get it up to our forwards, but was unsuccessful as well. There was the whistle blown against the Trojanettes. All right, Aaron, I'm sorry, I had to
That's
you real
fine,
quick.
man. Just saying it's going to be a strong season. We can already tell that for these Trojanettes.
Absolutely.
Have broken records 2 years in a row now. I don't think we will be surprised to see another few more records broken this year. And first district championship, of course, came last year. Let's see if they can have a repeat of that one. Wow.
Slide tackle on Madison Christ against number 9, that is Neely Brown.
I'm guessing that was an unsuccessful slide tackle there.
Yes, well, she took the girl out.
So that can be positive or negative.
I guess it just depends on your perspective. All right, number 9, again, that is Neely Brown going in for the foul kick. Strong hit over the wall, however, completely off shot. Emily Pettigo running out to get the ball as it rolls out. Number 21 for the Trojanettes, Haley Essler. Awesome, we see another player being able to come out onto the field.
And now we'll see Natalie Gray line back up.
Hadley Hammers coming out. She has played phenomenally.
Great performance between her and Lainey Smith.
Absolutely.
Basically controlled this entire.
That was a fantastic settle by number 9, Neely Brown for the Lady Falcons.
Knocked out.
I know we're Barren County broadcasting this, but I do have to commemorate them. That was a very good settle on their part. The throw-in by the Lady Falcons, settled by their number 0, kicked up by Kaylee Staples up to our midfield, going to be kicked up to our forward.
Cameron Williams.
And then Kaylee Staples fighting for possession again. Ball rolls out. There you go, flipping my vowels.
I heard a pop.
Oh man.
Once he quieted it down up there.
All right, Kaylee Staples throws it into Cameron Williams. Whistle was blown. Not sure what for on that one. Ball thrown in by the Lady Falcons. Attempted settle by Abby Turner. Ball moves up. Dispute between 2 of the players. And Haley Essler has possession of the ball for left field.
Since back to center.
All right. Mackenzie Martinez fighting for the ball up there.
It is hard to see the far side of the field from where we sit at down here, Jared. It's kind of like almost a little bit elevated. So.
But it's all right. I'd rather be here than not.
Yeah. And the rain
Get
has
protection
stopped.
from the rain.
We will say
yes,
that, folks.
it has.
It has stopped. We will not move this table back out, but it has.
For 11, Connor Grove's going to be throwing it in for the Trojanettes.
We will stay camped out under this here. Outdoor shelter.
Strong throw up to number 21, Haley Essler. They're fighting for the ball. Number 1, Cameron Williams.
Strong kick.
Strong kick. No.
Okay. Couldn't tell.
Yeah.
It looks like Quincy fell asleep up
there. Hit Peyton Houchin's hand and rolled out of the out of possession. So it's going to be a corner kick. Not sure who's taking the hit on this one.
Can't tell you.
We got Cameron Williams going up to take the shot. I was worried for a second. I thought I read the wrong name real quick, but nope. It is Cameron Williams.
And Quincy has lost everything.
All right, strong kick into the center.
Oh, he got it. He's got it back. Our cameraman extraordinaire.
With 8.5 minutes left in the game, you can see the morale of both teams. You got the Trojanettes who are they're hyped up about this. They know they've got this win in the bag. And you see a lot of the Lady Falcons starting to slow down their performance.
Which is expected.
Which is expected. You see that with every sport. Got number 4, Abby Turner, running through the far right. but number 24 Madison Crisp blocks a shot, goes out of the field, and gives enough time for both teams to run on up and go back to their standard position.
Oh yeah, you know, we saw on Friday night run out the last couple minutes of that football game. It's with any sport that you see when there's a clear winner.
4 Abby Turner attempted strike, completely off shot, rolled out. And it's great because we get to see a bunch of cars showing up. We had a big show out for the girls' game, getting a couple more people coming in for the guys' game. And it's just awesome to see the kind of pride that Barren County Trojans have for their fellow players. I think that's really cool.
Great time. It's a special event out here in soccer. You know, it was an unknown to many type of program, and we're glad to be able to broadcast it here at BCHS Live. And you know, I will say, Jared, Emily Pettigo hasn't had a lot of big numbers tonight because I will say this: she hasn't had to.
Yeah,
we've kept it on our side of the field, you know, or on their side of the field, rather than trying to
Madison
attack.
Crisp defensive. Gonna dispute it with number 9. That is Neely Brown. However, she lost control and the ball rolled out. Neely throwing it in, settle by, unsuccessful settle by Natalie Gray. Hit it off of her head and went right back out. Solid settle by Madison Crisp, kicking it up, also going out. At this point, I think our players are just kind of playing around. Neely Brown attempted settle, however, just kind of kicked it up in the air. Conflict with Kaylee Staples, another BCHS Live member.
Yes, I will say Emily is,
Number 24, Madison Crisp, settled the ball from Kaylee Staples' throw. Went out of bounds again. It's going to be a Lady Falcons throw-in by number 1. It's Elena Collins. Number 9, Neely, attempted to get the ball back around, but Madison Crisp got possession of the ball. Kicks it up to our forward unsuccessfully. Number 7, that is Savannah Green. Number 11, Connor Gross, kicks it up, but it gets knocked out to the far right corner. Oh, I got a bit close to the mic there.
A little bit.
I was leaning up to see what's going on, and I got my face right in the microphone. That's great.
But yeah, I will say Emily Vertigo has manned the goal well, but she hasn't had to man it well.
Yeah.
You know, we've kept it on the attacking most of this ball game. I'd like to thank Quincy Ford once again for manning our camera, dealing with 90 minutes, and he'll have to deal for
Number 1 attempted to throw the ball in, and as she was pulling the ball above her head, it slipped out of her hands and fell behind her.
Just to show the conditions of this field.
Yeah. Goalkeeper, Peyton Houchins, fighting with number 21, Haley Essler, to get the ball out, and there was a foul called on the Trojanettes because of that conflict. So we have Peyton Houchins taking the 9-yard box kick up to number 6, Natalie Gray, with an attempted settle, unsuccessful. Number 24, Madison Crisp, acting as a temporary sweeper, getting the ball back to where it needs to go, up through the midfield. Lady Falcons successfully kicked it up. There's foul for the Lady Falcons. We currently have 4.5 minutes left in the game. Still 5-0. Pretty happy about that. Hasn't changed. Aaron, and I know everyone watching can't see this right now, but you look over and you can see that better skies are coming.
It is getting lighter, Jared, to say the least, but over past us now. I think we're going to be in the clear on this.
Madison Crisp had possession, attempted kick over to Natalie Gray. However, given the fact that the ball is very wet, she kicked it and it just slid over to the wrong direction. So Natalie Gray had to kick it back to Emily Pettigo for her to settle it.
Owen is getting her a ball.
Number 1, Elena Collins, throwing the ball in for the Lady Falcons. A little bit of a dispute. There was a foul for the Trojanettes. Number 4, Abby Turner, will be taking the foul kick. Strong kick, but far left of the goal, unsuccessful. Number 10, Hadley Hammer, coming in for Connor Gross, number 11. Both playing phenomenally this game. You've seen Connor do a lot of defensive playing, and she's done great so far. Anytime the ball's come up, she sent it right back where it needs to go. I can say this year, overall, we've got a very good team. You see the way the defensive line is coordinating with the midfield, getting the ball up to the forwards, and it's awesome to see how a team moves like that. Lady Falcons throwing it in.
We're less than 3 minutes away, folks.
Oh man, you hear them sirens. You don't like that. Alright, ball coming up to our forward, but it was deflected by their sweeper, number 22. That is Tanya Catlin. Alright, ball kicked up. Number 7, Savannah Green's going to attempt to get possession of it. However, their defensive line kicked it out. Alright, ball's in play. Number 6, Natalie Gray attempted to kick it back up, but their number 1, Elena, kicks it past our defensive line. Abby Turner and Madison Christ are currently fighting for the ball.
Natalie Gray comes in.
Natalie Gray attempted to play aggressively. However, it resulted in a foul against the Lady Falcons.
Yay.
So Hadley Hammer currently taking the foul kick. We're going to see another strong kick by her, straight up through center. Savannah Green attempts to recover it. Number 1, Elena, missed the kick due to the fact that the ball is very wet. You could just see it roll off to the side. Hadley Hammer has possession again, taking a very strong lead on this. Gentry Bowles, a freshman on the team, is currently taking the ball up through the field, knocked off Cameron Williams' foot, and taken out to the left side of the field. Foul on the Lady Falcons.
And just over a minute left in this one.
Alright, still 5-0.
Nothing's really changed in this one.
Changed.
No scores from either side in this one in quite some time. Looks like it's going to be a dominating victory for the Trojanettes. They will improve to 3-0 on the season. Second loss for the Monroe County Lady Falcons. They have now evened up their record 2-2.
Karen taking the foul shot. Madeline Geary attempted to settle it, but was unsuccessful.
And their 2 losses coming from the people of Barren County and Glasgow. Kind of ironic. But
Emily Pettigo grabbed the ball, about to punt it up. Strong kick up through the center. Settled by Cameron Williams to number 25, Gentry Bowles. Kicks it up to number 10, Hadley Hammer. Knocks the ball and slide kicks it up to Haley Essler, so that is still considered successful. And Haley Essler, number 13 for the Lady Falcons, fighting it out for the possession of the ball. They kicked it out, so Haley Essler is going to get possession of the ball, throw it in. All right, that calls it, ladies and gentlemen.
That will do it, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
Man, that was a good game right there. Just overall, they played really well. 5-0. Very strong goal. To my knowledge, Aaron, and please correct me if I'm wrong, that was Hadley Hammer scoring, then Laney, back to Hadley. Then there was one where it was kind of crowded. I didn't catch that one.
Laney scored at least 2 goals,
yes.
And I think Hadley scored at least 2 goals.
And then
I
there's
can't
that
remember
one
who scored that third goal. I can't remember who did that, honestly. I know we replayed it, whoever it was. It may have been Laney. I think Laney ended up with 3 goals tonight. Hadley only ended up with 2, but still a great performance.
Still
offensively
fantastic.
for both. You know, had a great time on the offense. Didn't have to play defense because they kept it on their side of the field, constantly attacking the goal every single time. It looked like we spent, at least 80% of this ball game. Heading towards their goal, and so it was a great matchup here. I don't know a lot about the sport of soccer, but you can tell when great athleticism is displayed, and that's what we just saw right here. So once again, Trojanettes improved to 3-0 on the season. They've defeated Glasgow and Monroe County here in the 15th district. I think it's the 15th district.
It is.
Okay, making sure the districts are the same.
And you can catch them next week out in Lincoln County, in Fayetteville, Tennessee.
They're going
to be at Gatlinburg. Sorry,
the Gatlinburg Classic. I wish we could go.
Yeah, what?
Can we make last-minute plans?
Can't we do that? I would love that.
A last-minute trip to the Pancake Pantry. It sounds like a great time for me. Either way, I hope the Barren County Trojanettes have a great time in Gatlinburg. They secure a great win tonight. Still a great effort by the Monroe County Lady Falcons. And we'll get right back after this commercial break here on BCHS Live.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's three major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
Did you know that Barren County only received $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHSbooster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today.
Good morning. No, that's 220. Good morning. No, that's 2 extra. Good.
Sorry, everyone. Please excuse Aaron while he prepares to tell the latest BCHS news live on the air.
Hello, 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 Barren.
Yes, you heard right. You can hear the latest news and announcements and up-to-date music live on the air 24/7 on 88.7 FM Trojan Radio or online at barrenschools.com.
Hello, Barren County. You can hear the latest going on here at BCHS on 88.7 FM every morning at 7:15 and every afternoon at 3 p.m.
Thanks, Aaron, but I think I had that one covered.
The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Alright, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. You know, this one, we're hoping it's going to be a good game as well. We see that, excuse us a second real quick, we got some, there we go. Alright, we had some technical difficulties there. I was
wondering where my monitor was.
Yeah, I was hoping it was going to start working. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be talking a little bit before the boys game starts off. It's going to be the Trojans versus the Falcons. This is a doubleheader, obviously, and we've got about 21 minutes before their game starts. So, just going to do a quick little thing of the Barren County Trojans are currently even 1-1. Their third game of the season. Their last game, was on the 17th versus Barren County. They have 18 games this season. 9 of them are going to be at home. They're going to be hosting.
So split right down the middle.
Yeah, which is going to be good. It's a nice little even number to do that.
You know, on the girls' side of things, they have an regular 18 season game, and I think they have 11 or 12 of those at home. So they get a huge break this year, spending most of their time at home.
And we're definitely going to try to do as many of these as we can. We enjoy doing them. If there's any kind of advice you have for us on doing this, leave them in the comments. Tell us if you see us in person, please. Only helps us get better. Spencer Steenbergen, you'll see him as our goalkeeper. You would have also seen him on our last broadcast for football. as he is their
kicker.
Yes, thank you. And you'll see very similar with him that you see with Emily Pettigo, both very strong kickers you see doing a very good job when it comes to this. And then for Monroe County, they're currently 0-2. So we're going to hopefully add on to that too. Bring another 3 in there.
That's not sportsmanlike to say, Jared.
Got to be rooting for our team. But yeah,
of course.
Best of luck to both teams. I know they'll both do great.
Should be a great game. I think it's going to be a
Absolutely.
very exciting game, to say the least. But
Seeing both teams practice, starting to warm up, kind of gives me the pregame jitters, and I'm not even on the team, so it's kind of funny how that works. So yeah, that's how it's going. We had the storm come through earlier.
As you can see our current field conditions, it is pretty dry, and it looks like we have lighter skies coming out through.
Yeah.
Through whatever direction that is over there. So.
Let's go with south.
East.
Well, we're going to stick to that. Either way, hopefully the skies are clear for the rest of this game. We'll take a quick break. If you're okay with that, if you want to keep talking, you can go right ahead.
Oh, man, no, it's
I
all
figure
right.
we ran out of stuff to say for the next 3 minutes.
For the
so,
next 3 minutes, all right.
Let's
Currently
fill that
got-
space. We'll be right back here on BCHS Live.
Connecting with old friends and remembering the days of being back in high school can be an amazing experience, and that's what the Barren County Alumni Association is all about. With the annual recognition of the Barren County Hall of Honor program, monthly reminders, and a magazine, the Barren County Alumni Association specializes in connecting past classmates while informing the past alumni of Barren County High of current events going on at BCHS. Go online to barrenschools.com to join today.
The Barren County High School Band, a prestigious program to say the least, with over 7 major competition wins just last season in only the marching band. By the time you add in awards and recognitions for both the indoor drumline and concert band, plus the pep band, BCHS Band can say that they are bigger and better than ever before. Even better, in the words of Don McLean, the marching band refused to yield. So to recognize that hard work and dedication the BCHS Band and all of its members put forward to keep their program great and keep getting better, that is why they have for the August Club Spotlight.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto, everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interests like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHSbooster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today.
Good morning. No, that's 220. Good morning. No, that's 2 extra. Good.
Sorry everyone, please excuse Aaron while he prepares to tell the latest BCHS news on the air.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Hello, Barren.
Yes, you heard right. You can hear the latest news and announcements and up-to-date music live on the air 24/7. on 88.7 FM Trojan Radio or online at barrenschools.com.
Hello, Barren County. You can hear the latest going on here at BCHS on 88.7 FM every morning at 7:15 and every afternoon at 3 p.m.
Thanks, Aaron, but I think I had that one covered.
The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, about 13 minutes until the game starts. We've been watching both teams doing their practice warm-ups, and I can say this is going to be a good game. The last time we saw them was the last game of the season last year, and that game was only won by the Falcons at the end of the game when they had a PK shootout during the last regulation game, of course. And they won during the PK shootout, which is, it's really a testament to everyone's strength to be able to continue going up even after the game's technically done, and to go up and do that PK, especially when you've got a whole crowd watching one person trying to shoot on another just singular person out on the field.
It's almost like game-deciding free throws for other multi-sports.
Yeah.
Or, those big field goals in, American football that sometimes decide the game. It's the same thing on any sport. You have that one-on-one.
Absolutely.
Deciding sometimes that breaks, it breaks a lot of players.
It does.
You always have pressure with that. And so you hope not. I hope that doesn't happen tonight because I want to go home.
Yeah.
Not right now. It's fine. The rain stopped, but I really am not wanting to stick around for a PK shootout. Hopefully we can decide this thing within the 80 minutes.
Yeah. But Coach Mercer, he's saying he's got some pretty high hopes for this. We've seen the team play very well the past two games. The game they lost was against Marion County, I believe it was.
And that game was decided after rain delays.
Yeah. So
I don't think we'll be having that now. It looks like it's passed over us and we got clear skies up ahead. So.
And that's the transition I was wanting. All right. So it looks like the weather is clearing up, as Aaron just said. We look to our left where the storms were coming in from, and it's starting to clear up. Still cloudy skies, but you're starting to see the sun come through. The field, of course, is still wet from the storms, but it shouldn't be any more chaos than the girls' game. All right. So we see them practicing right in front of us. I'm really hoping one of these balls doesn't just come and take out our table that we're sitting at. That'd be funny, but horrible at the same time.
I'd go home.
I mean, that's a very fair thing to do at this time, Aaron.
Oh man.
But no.
We had a good first half of this doubleheader, Jared. I will say that.
Absolutely.
Had a great first half. Of course, for those just joining us, if any, we had the Lady Falcons and Trojanettes face off. And Trojanettes take that one 5-0 is the final there. A great shutout victory for the Trojanettes. We see Lainey Smith and Hadley Hammer leading the offense there. Of course, Emily Pettigo, great as always, goalkeeping. And we are biased with that, as Emily is one of our members here at BCHS Live.
Man.
We also saw some action with Kaylee Staples, another live member. Happy to see both of them and happy to support the Barren County girls soccer team. Now we will take our turn with the boys soccer team.
Absolutely, and what's really cool is I'm looking at the roster right now, and it's very rare that you see. We just got a thumbs up from Colton. It's very rare that you see so many people on a soccer team, and I mean this and that. With high school, it's always a struggle, it seems, to get a bunch of players on a team. But right now, it looks like we've got about 20 players on the soccer team. During the middle school, whenever I was playing back in middle school, so it was about 4 years ago, we were having a problem where we only had about 8 players. So that didn't give us a full team, including subs in case one of us...
I was about to ask Jared, how many players are on a soccer field?
So, at one time, and this is just off the top of my head number, I'm trying to think, but I think it's 9.
Okay.
9 or...
It's just like, you know, there's 5 people on the basketball court,
Yeah.
11 people on the offense or defense, but they football.
It's either 9 or 11. I can't actively think of which one,
Okay.
but it's one of the two. And we're starting to see the sun peek its head out, getting a little bit of light on the field. That's natural. But, so, yeah, we don't... It's rare that you have this many players at one time. And it's the same with the girls' team. Looking at the... Thank you for that, Aaron.
I like the camera angle that
you
just got me going.
But no,
We'll go wide.
We'll go wide real quick. So, it's odd that you have this many players on a team. And it's just really cool to see that we're willing to bring that many people on, and they're actually staying on throughout the conditioning, throughout all the different training sessions that a lot of people would stop playing at. It's just really cool. And we see the same for the Falcons and Lady Falcons. They've got a full roster too, which is really cool. I can't stress that enough. It's a great feeling to see that soccer's coming back, especially when that was the sport that I was adamant about. Of course, I stopped playing for focusing on education, but
and
the live program. Thanks, guys. If I didn't have this, I'd be out there practicing in the rain, and that's.
And I'd be somehow googling soccer terms while commentating this. So glad we're here.
Absolutely. And you know, regardless of the rain, it's been a beautiful day. Temperature's been really nice. It's supposed to start cooling off as a cold front comes in. I'm a meteorologist again. This is great.
Staff meteorologist from the Weather Channel.
But we've got a cold front coming in, and it's feeling much better than it was earlier this afternoon. We walked out to set up before the storm came in. So yeah, we've got about 7 minutes left, and we're about to send it off back to commercial.
We'll take another break.
And yeah,
get ready for this one, folks. It's coming right at you. It'll be an exciting game to say the least. It is Barren County, Monroe County, round 2 of this doubleheader. This time it's the boys taking the field. Girls, we see Barren County taking the W with that one. 5-0 was the final there. Let's see if the boys can do the same. We'll be right back here on BCHS Live.
Connecting with old friends and remembering the days of being back in high school can be an amazing experience, and that's what the Barren County Alumni Association is all about. With the annual recognition of the Barren County Hall of Honor program, monthly reminders, and a yearly magazine, the Barren County Alumni Association specializes in connecting past classmates while informing the past alumni of Barren County High of current events going on at BCHS. Go online to barrenschools.com to join today.
The Barren County High School Band, a prestigious program to say the least, with over 7 major competition wins just last season in only the marching band. By the time you add in awards and recognitions for both the indoor drumline and concert band, plus the pep band, BCHS Band can say that they are bigger and better than ever. Even better, in the words of Don McLean, the marching band refused to yield. So to recognize that hard work and dedication the BCHS band and all of its members put forward to keep their program great and keep getting better, that is why they have been chosen for the August Club Spotlight.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcast, we truly live up to our motto, everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHSbooster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today.
Good morning. No, that's 220. Good morning. No, that's 2 extra. Good.
Sorry everyone, please excuse Aaron while he prepares to tell us BCHS News live on the air.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Hello, Barren.
Yes, you heard right. You can hear the latest news and announcements and up-to-date music live on the air 24/7 on 88.7 FM Trojan Radio or online at barrenschools.com.
Hello, Barren County. You can hear the latest going on here at BCHS on 88.7 FM every morning at 7:15 and every afternoon at 3 p.m.
Thanks, Aaron, but I think I had that one covered.
The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
And we are back! And so is the rain.
I
done dropped my phone. I got so excited to say that.
Yeah, okay, so ladies and gentlemen, as you obviously heard from Aaron, the rain has come back.
Quincy, zoom in on the rain!
Alright, thanks, Aaron. Oh man, there you go.
Too much, Quincy.
Alright, we got 1:50 until the game starts.
That's good.
Again, it's in case you... Good lord.
Quincy!
Sorry, someone just dropped something above us. That was loud.
You mean Quincy?
Yeah, I mean Quincy. So in case you
Quincy
guys
dropped his phone,
missed,
too.
it is the Trojans versus the Falcons. We're hoping this is going to be a good game. The sun's starting to show up a little bit, even though it's starting to rain. And you see this natural sunlight coming through, giving everything a bit of a yellow tint. Clouds and everything. Yeah, as you can see, maybe. I don't know if you can see it on that. And as you heard from that yelling, the Monroe Falcons are ready.
Minute 15 until this one starts. Minute 8 now. Oh, it's minute 4.
Oh, and we are starting. Here we go. Here we go.
Alright, you have Bryce Martin as the forward setting up for this game. You got Miller Chaplin, the forward right. I used to play with all these guys, so it's pretty cool seeing them out in the field.
Easy to recall their names, too.
Yeah.
Look how slow the rain is. Like very
It's a very peaceful rain,
Very
and I'm
peaceful.
wondering if that's because of the light that's on it. I'm not sure.
It looks like it's in slow motion.
That's really cool. Alright, enough about the rain. This game's about to start, and I'm
But
excited
who will
for
stop it?
Who will stop
And
the
have
rain?
you ever seen it like that?
Have you ever seen the rain? That's a good question. Alright, kick back to number 3. That is Seth Mitchell, a freshman. I've known him ever since he was a small guy, which is new because he's super tall now. Ball was kicked back to Trip Taylor defensive. Kicked up to Miller Chaplin for the midfield. Kicked it up far left side. Was kicked back. Number 21 Trey Carver. Which is cool. Trey used to play football, now he's playing soccer. And this is his first year.
Football.
The other type of football. Yes, thank you, Aaron. All right.
The original.
Throw in by that number. I'm not even gonna. I can't see from this distance.
So Trey is starting as a first-year export from the American football side of things.
Yes, that is one way to put it. All right, you've got a foul kick coming in by the Trojans. Solid kick up to the forwards. Number 9, that's Bryce Martin. Struggling with the ball up front, getting past the defenders. Kickback number 24, Hunter Stevens.
Yes.
All right. We have a throw-in from the Trojans up to number 17, Zach Cordy.
Sure.
The Falcons are going to be thrown in. That's number 8, I believe. And we don't have numbers for this, so I'm not going to be able to tell you this. I'm sorry. Trip Taylor, defensive, kicks it up to number 19, Miller Chaplin. Gives it over to number 22, that is Matthew Thompson. Our forwards challenging their team, going up through the far left side. Ball coming in through the center and rolls off to the right side of the goal. Hey Aaron, do we know if we've gotten the numbers for the Monroe County? Because I don't have any numbers for them, so it's kind of...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Must have been no numbers on the KHSA postings that we found.
Alright, well,
So,
I'm just going to refer to them by their position and number, I suppose. Goalkeeper kicks it over to their forward, number 4. Trip Taylor gets a solid kick through the center, recovered by their sweeper. Ball goes up, Trey Carver settles it. Number 18, that is, I believe it's Colton Miller? Yes, it is Colton Miller.
Angel, David, y'all got to settle the ball a little bit more. Push it, okay?
You hear it here first, folks. You got to settle the ball. All right, their goalkeeper is going to be, number 16 for the Falcons is going to be taking their kick.
Hey, let's all push forward. Come on, push forward, Angel.
Kick up through the far right side. You got everyone running back to get it. You had basically a football style of a tackle right there by Tanner Pace. Can't see his number. It is 13. Falcons number 2. He's taking a foul kick. Waiting to get the right shot as the Trojans build a wall. Gets a kick over the wall. Spencer Steenbergen catches it and is about to punt the ball through the ball up the field. Number 18, Colton Miller, trying to challenge their forward number 1, unsuccessful. Number 7, as they try to move up the field. Number 17 still contending with number 7.
Still a consistent downpour here. Trojan failed the one.
And it's gotten much darker again.
Once again. Not a hard rain like it was before, real gentle rain, but still constant, no end.
Pretty peaceful. Gonna take a nap. Alright. They're thrown in.
Too many people yelling.
Recovered by number 4, Trip Taylor.
Go Trip.
Alright. The ball was rolled out, so it's going to be a corner kick far right for the Falcons. Going to try to knock it into the center. All right. Kick made. Spencer retrieved it and is going to send it up forward. Rolls it up forward over to Miller Chaplin. He's going to take it up to the center. Contended by number 4 on the Falcons team. You heard that there. Oh. Due to the conditions, ball flew right through his hands. All right. Thrown to number 24, Hunter Stevens. Hunter's able to recover it, send it back to Miller, and then back to Hunter once again. Field to number 9. That's Bryce Martin, one of our strongest forwards that I've seen in a long time come through. The only one I can really think of that was a very, very strong player as a forward was back whenever I was in 7th grade, I believe. That was Cisco. He was able to. He was a phenomenal player. I believe he actually went to go play for Lindsey Wilson whenever he graduated. Not 100% sure. Falcons goalkeeper is going to be kicking the ball. I believe his number is 0. Solid kick, straight out of bounds. Mercer caught the ball. Number 4, Trip Taylor is going to be making the throw in up to Hunter Stevens. Hunter Stevens gives it a clear to number 9. That's Miller, or excuse me, not Miller. That's Bryce with the attempted goal. However, is unsuccessful. The rain has slightly calmed down. All right, we got the goalkeeper going to take another 9-yard kick. Strong kick up to our midfield. Hunter Stevens kicked up to number 3. That's Seth Mitchell. I've seen him grow up and in his training over the years. It was a successful cross to the middle. However, it was not able to complete it. Number 21, Trey Carver, trying to stop their forward offense. However, it was unsuccessful. Miller Chaplin came in with a successful slide tackle, stopping number 11, their captain, from proceeding. Miller, who used to be, he was very talented, very strong, but was pretty unrefined, has now been able to tone his skills and he's done fantastic this game. You've seen him properly place his aggressiveness productively. Number 12 for the Falcons is going to be taking the 9-yard kick. Whistles blown against Trojans. All right, number 12 kicking from the 9-yard box. Kicks it up, attempted stop by number 24. Not number 24, we don't have number 24. I misread that, I apologize. Yes, Hunter Stevens. There we go. Got Colton Miller running up, passed it over to Hunter Stevens, who is trying to get possession of the ball, but is struggling against their forwards, who are currently pushing him.
Hey, park up! 19, look!
Number 13, Tanner Pace, is going to be kicking the ball off that foul.
Colin, you stay between him and the goal! David, where you at? I saw it.
Successful
kick.
Jared, I hate
oh,
this. I hope no one else saw it. I just saw lightning.
Oh man.
Off to our right side over here.
Ooh, that's going away from us. So
I hope so. I hope it is not in our path.
Well,
and I hope we don't see another strike.
Tanner Pace's kick went on top of goal, but was not in, sadly. Their goalkeeper, number 0, is going to be kicking it in. Pretty unsuccessful. Bryce Martin got control of it. Ball was kicked up in the air, and they're trying to settle it now. Number 19 for them, their sweeper, kicked it up, settled by Trip Taylor using his head. Tanner Pace, number 13, kicks it up forward, but their midfield settles it and gives it up to their captain. Excuse me. Ball's kicked. Spencer Steenbergen, our goalkeeper. Solid kick. You see the strength from that as you do with the football team. Handball on the captain, number 11. Or excuse me, number 12.
Hey,
That is of course, it is a foul on the Falcons. The Trojans will be taking the kick. Number 12. Hold on a second, folks. All right, number 12 was off. He was just helping get the ball up. Tanner Pace, number 13, is going to be taking the kick. You see a strong kick like that, completely off target, flew off, and went past the goal. Number 12, Jake Jenkins, coming in for number 24, Hunter Stevens. Falcons number 12 taking the 9-yard kick. Trey Carver with the attempted settle. Foul on the Trojans. Trey used his shoulder and threw it into the other player. Number 12 taking the kick again, passing up to number 7. Running up, Trey with the offensive, but kicked it up in the air unsuccessfully. Number 7 running with the ball. Being pushed around by our team just based on the height of the player. Things like this are pretty common whenever you've got a really tall player mixed with a short player. It's going to be a little easier to push them over as just due to their height. Solid kick by Tanner Pace up to center field. Number 17 rushing to get the ball. That is Zach Cordy. Falcons throwing it in. Attempted settle by Trey, but Trey pushed the player again. You can see where this football's coming out. Alright, number 12 taking the foul kick again. Solid kick up. Settled by Colton Miller, who was attempting to run it up the left side of the field but was unsuccessful. Number 12, Jake Jenkins, running to get the ball. Again, unsuccessful. Trip Taylor, however, was able to knock the ball out of number 4's pack. Number 13 throwing the ball in. Intended target of number 4. Miller fighting to get possession of the ball. Kicks it up to Jake Jenkins. Jake Jenkins runs down the field. Loses possession. Number 17. That is Zach Cordy trying to get possession. Kicks it down to Colton. Colton kicks it all the way up. It's getting passed back and forth right now using their heads. Go them. Happy for them.
Get up! Jump! Get off your feet!
A little bit of conflict there. Miller Chaplin has possession of the ball, running up the field. You are watching this and you're seeing players kind of run over to the different side. Strong kick by number 9. That is Bryce Martin, our forward. Solid kick with the side of his foot. Went into the right corner of the net. Very strong kick. You see a lot of kicks like this through Bryce's career playing soccer. Very strong forward, and I'm excited to see what he does in the future. Exact same you see with Hadley Hammer. You just see a very strong offensive with it, and you can't wait to see more of what they do. Trey Carver coming out while one of the Whitties, I believe that is. Oh no, excuse me, I'm completely wrong. Corbin Wyatt. Sorry, I just thought from the hair. And number 17, Zach. Yeah. Ah.
And there it goes.
Man. Yep, they saw lightning, so now we got to get off the field for, I think it's half hour, might be 15 minutes. I'm not sure what regulation is right now. So I suppose we'll see you all at that point. They were playing well. Rain stopped, but out in the distance they saw lightning, which again does kind of suck for things like this. Especially since I think all that weather's heading outwards, it's not coming towards us. I think all that weather's already hit us already. But again, for the safety of the players and for the safety of everyone, we've got to do this, so I understand why. We got 26 minutes left in this half. Currently 1-0 favor of the Trojans. We've been seeing some very solid playing, Aaron. And you see the coordination with the Trojans and with the Falcons. Both of them are doing that. So we're going to send it off to break really quick, and we'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Connecting with old friends and remembering the days of being back in high school can be an amazing experience, and that's what the Barren County Alumni Association is all about. With the annual recognition of the Barren County Hall of Honor program, monthly reminders, and a yearly magazine, the Barren County Alumni Association specializes in connecting past classmates while informing the past alumni of Barren County High of current events going on at BCHS. Go online to barrenschools.com to join today.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna decide to call this game. There was a lightning strike out in the distance, and regulation says if by sight or sound we have to give it a 30-minute break. And even though the storm's going out, that's 30 minutes. That's basically gone for this. So we're gonna go ahead and decide to cut the stream after this.
We'll report scores as soon as we can find them out here on our social media pages, and we're sorry for this. We hope to cover more soccer here in the future for BCHS, but for tonight I think we're going to call it a night. And,
thank you for tuning in with us. It's been a blast. Please leave any kind of suggestions that you have or any kind of improvements.
Thank you again, Jared, for leading our commentating tonight. You did a great job. Thank you to Quincy, who ran our camera up here, our Aaron Russell, production director. And from all of us at BCHS, we thank you. We hope you understand why we're having to do this, and we hope you have a great night, as we're going to try to have now. So thanks again, and for all of us at BCHS Live, good night.